Bradley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features arguably the best defense in the NFL. The Bills are the least scored on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Jets offense that will need to rise to the occasion.
Thank you, Larry. Winter just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field just south of Buffalo, New York in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. They go play action here on first down. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A first carry for Elijah McGuire. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Carter, he's got his man. It's Curse. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, I mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Back to throw is Carter. To throw on second down. That's caught right side by Anderson. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second and goal. Defense digging it. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jeremy Langford, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He's going to field this at the 4. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
The drive starts with a carry by Langford. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Carter looking to throw on 2nd down. That one complete to Anderson. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
After the penalty, it's Langford. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go!
They keep it on the ground with Langford. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
To throw on 2nd down, Carter. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Now Carter from the gun on 3rd down. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
That is caught at the 7. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Langford. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Langford with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Get ready! Way 90!
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting to run. The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. He's going to float this over the middle deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go! Way 90!
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Get ready! Two jet! Get ready!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Let's go! Way 90!
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Force! Let's go! Way 90!
Bridgewater on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second down, Bridgewater. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And New York set to take the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on his 4th possession.
Let's go.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Carter to throw on second down. Onunwa's got it, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Carter now on 1st and 10. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Back to throw is Carter. Looking to throw on second down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Looking to throw. Carter. Shaq Lawson in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this.
Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks.
Now Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a second down. Here's Bridgewater. Benjamin's got it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Anderson. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Let's go.
To the air again with Bridgewater. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Carter on first down. And an alley to run. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. On the counter, Langford. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now Carter operating from the gun. Caught Safarian Jenkins right side. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Here's Carter throwing on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So the defense gets to the quarterback. Now the offense backed up on second down.
Here we go.
Carter now. From the gun, he'll throw. And Anderson's got it. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw is Carter on 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a good gain. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll run here with Langford. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Jeremy Langford on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go. Way 90. 2 jet. Hey.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dust.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And it's complete to Jacob Tamme. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. 20! Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And now a first down following that long gain.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And it's caught. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. Bridgewater. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Bridgewater now. A quick hitter complete. It's Cummings. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here's Jacob Shum now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. From the gun, Carter. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Carter operating from the gun. He's got Curse. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A handoff, Jeremy Langford. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Carter to throw on second down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Jets on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Carter. From the gun, he'll throw. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cummings. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bridgewater to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They'll try to get the ground game going with Langford. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Carter now looking to throw on second down. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Jets on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Operating from the gun, Carter, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff looking right. Space to run past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard at the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Second and goal is the offense. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills draw a bit closer. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And that has to warm the hearts of a lot of old school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Langford running right. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
Running right, this is Langford. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. That one goes for 24 yards. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And on second and 10 now.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Carter. They go screenplay to Langford. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Jets on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw is Carter, operating from the gun. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Back to the ground. This time Langford. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Jets on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Carter from the gun. He'll throw. Being chased out left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And here come the Bills. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down, Bridgewater. And Kelvin Benjamin's got it. A good pickup there at 20 yards. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. A first down throw for Bridgewater. That's caught right side by Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Okay, I know it's an old line, but it still applies here. The fat lady has not sung yet. She may be warming up, but she hasn't sung yet. There's still an opportunity.
And the lead is down to 2. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Langford again, busy man this afternoon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Langford again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. This is Jeremy Langford's 20th carry. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. That one looks like he'll throw here. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Carter. And this is going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is fielded at the 7. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. He's is back to throw. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And that makes it a 9-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. Bridgewater to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. 6 seconds now. 5 seconds. One last shot now for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Oh, partner, there's something special about a game in the snow. Just always fun in these elements, although a little chillier up here in the open-air booth. The only thing that's not fun is that we got the mid-game notification that our flight was canceled tonight, but we'll deal with that later. It was really a fun game to watch, though.
It was, and there is something special about games played in the snow because the element of surprise really kicks in. You don't know how they're going to handle the ball, if someone's going to make a dramatic play just out of nowhere, and all of a sudden it just changes the course of things. But a big shout out to our crew to make sure that we were comfortable up here, as comfortable as one could be. In these elements, they took care of us and made sure we were dressed properly.
So for the Jets, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.